Welcome to From the Newsroom. I'm your host Wyatt Sherwin. From the Newsroom is your weekly news update brought to you by the Southeast Arrow. At Southeast Missouri State University, 8 a.m. classes can either jumpstart the day or feel like an uphill climb. I spoke with students to see how these early mornings are really impacting them. For many students at Southeast Missouri State, 8 a.m. classes are a routine part of their day, but whether that benefits them depends on who you ask. Some students say getting their classes done early in the day opens up more time for things such as work or downtime to relax.
I know a lot of students dread them, but I enjoy it because then I can enjoy my day after. If I don't have another class that day, I can get whatever else I need done. I get, your 7 hours of sleep, sometimes a little more the night before, especially on days I know I have an 8 a.m. We're in college, we're young adults, and in the corporate world, work starts 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning. You have no say in what hours you work, so.
Others admit that early mornings can affect their ability to learn and concentrate during their class periods.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just not productive, and I know that's going to hurt my GPA, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm ready to go at all and learn anything there. I mean, I understand why I got stuck with 8 a.m., but I also didn't like it, and I felt like I wasn't gonna learn a lot with those 8 a.m.s. I feel like I'm more productive like 10 to noon-ish. That's why I try to get my classes scheduled at. But I do understand some people like them and are morning people. I'm not a morning person at all, so that's why I did not like the 8 a.m.s whatsoever. So
whether students prefer 8 a.m. classes or later start times, one thing is clear. 8 a.m. classes spark strong opinions across campus. Reporting at Southeast Missouri State University, I'm Wyatt Sherwin. The Missouri governor is proposing the elimination of the state income tax, which could lead to increased sales tax or other goods being taxed. Here's Arrow reporter Abby Volz with the story.
Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe has proposed eliminating the state income tax in his State of the State address. The proposal would happen within a period of 5 years. First, the legislature would vote on the governor's plan, which would then send this proposal to voters to then make a change to the Constitution. If enacted, it is expected that other areas of commerce would be taxed. It is expected that the tax could raise to around 6%, following the example of Florida and Texas. Other services such as digital subscriptions, digital services, and AI platforms could also be taxed. The plan springs from the stagnant economic growth and population that has been in the state for the past decade. The governor hopes to bring new people and businesses into Missouri. However, many of the details of the tax elimination could change in the coming weeks and months. The specific details of the governor's plan will come after debate in the legislature. To read the full story, go to thesoutheastarrow.com. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Abby Volz. Back to you, Wyatt.
College students on the social media app TikTok have been posting about how indoor tanning with UV beds cures their seasonal depression. But are these UV beds doing more harm than good? Here's Kerrigan with more on the story.
Indoor tanning has become a popular phenomenon amongst college students across the country. Junior psychology major Nora Kraft sat down with me to share her experience both working in a tanning salon and being a college student who tans. So my sophomore year of college, I actually worked at a tanning salon, and I did tan in the tanning beds, and then I also did self-tan. And I feel like while I was working there, people would come in, specifically during the winter months, and be like, I just need to get warm, I'll have a better day once I get in the beds and feel warm.
Kraft said there were multiple reasons why people would come in and tan in the winter.
I would say that's definitely one reason why people come in the winter. Winter's obviously, you get more pale, so you do want to be more tan, but, there's a lot of reasons people use tanning, and, seasonal depression definitely is one. It can make you feel like you look better, because a lot of people in the winter, you just don't always like the way you look as much as you do in the summer. And as I said, it also makes you feel warmer inside. It just warms your body up, and so that can help.
Psychology professor Sean Geiling sat down and talked about why people may feel as though this helps to cure their seasonal depression.
There is research that talks about light and how much light will help address those symptoms. So I would assume that there could be some light that does actually elevate some mood, but it also could be just kind of in a way wishful thinking, this idea that because I'm doing this, it's making me feel better. But I mean, there is research. Light books, fluorescent light boxes, light visors, these devices that you put on your body or have over you, that people use them in places where there's not a lot of light and in places where there is a lot of light to supplement the light that they get through the winter. I mean, a tanning bed's not 100% off of that, but it's probably not the same idea as this.
Eiling talked about alternative methods people can use to help cope with their seasonal depression, such as counseling. He also discussed how when you associate the darkness of the winter to negativity, it can cause you to continue that mindset.
We don't have to see it as this negative sentence, of darkness, and focusing on the positives that you can do during the darker days.
Geiling said that these coping mechanisms work best when you put all three together.
But all of that together, can help.
For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Kerrigan Foster. Back to you, Wyatt.
That's all we have time for today. I'm your host, Wyatt Sherwin, and we'll see you next week.